Hey there, Lon Kiefer here, the caregiver and retired comic. I'm at Dover Place in Dover, Delaware, and today we're teaching a healthy living session. Every member gets this book to help them learn how to manage a chronic disease. So anyway, I've said many times here how blessed I am. I've referred to myself in my career as a retired comic, and I've done this whole run as the defender of caregivers. You may have seen the van, and it's confused people, but I've always seen myself as two things, and I got a little too creative with it. I said it's per, a professional and a personal. We all have a profession, and a professional personality, a personal personality, or role, however you want to call it. But for me, professionally, I'm a caregiver. I became a nurse I went to nursing school in 1980 when men weren't doing it. And over the years, I referred to myself as a retired comic. And now personally, I'm back to doing comedy and enjoying it. But there's not a big difference between a caregiver personality, as I see it, and being a comic. It's about trying to learn how to, not learn, but it's pleasing others. And you have to change yourself in order to do that. But anyway, not off the topic, but getting into the weeds. So today we're teaching healthy living. It's called chronic disease self-management education, but we're trying to soften it a little bit. We call it Wellness with We Care, a company that is at the Milford Wellness Village. And anyway, through human interaction, socialization, my idea of let humor work, we are teaching people how to manage their own health care. And one of the big parts of it is how to communicate with professionals, how to talk to your doctor, how to make sure that when you see your doctor, you address, it's hot out here, you address the things that concern you, and you don't get caught up in the moment, and you learn how to communicate clearly. Because one of the things that can, yes sir, hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Come on in, Park, come on in, we're about to get started. Yo, it's hot. It's one of our lay leaders arriving. There's an opportunity. The beautiful thing about these programs is that a person that has learned, that gentleman, his name is John, and I won't put him on video, at least not without permission, so he won't be on this video, but John is a retired school teacher and coach, and he's able to teach from this manual and from content that is provided. It's evidence-based. So the teachers, the lay leaders, don't have to be experts in the topic. They have to be taught how to present the topic and the content, which is provided through the self-management programs. And so the idea behind this is learning how to communicate with professionals without, well, there's a lot of ideas behind it. Understanding your chronic disease. There's programs in diabetes, programs in cancer survivors, and programs for chronic pain. This one today is on chronic disease, a more global general one, whether it's high blood pressure, arthritis. Diabetes is interesting because diabetes is a chronic disease, but there's also programs specific to diabetes that we are teaching as well. And the whole idea is having a greater understanding to be able to take care of your own health and wellness. And in my personal desire to be lighthearted and be open to having fun along the way, and taking the stress out of the whole thing and creating a network where people feel comfortable and they learn how to care for themselves. And so it's too hot to have this be a longer video. I'm going to run in here. We're getting started in a few minutes. I'm going to towel off, sit down, get cool again, and let humor work.